Hey everyone, I'm Lori Keating and this is KidLit Meet and Greet. I'm here with April Berry, an awesome creator in the KidLit community and amazing midweek critique co-host. Welcome, April.
Thank you for having me, Lori. This is exciting.
So tell us a little bit about you.
Well, my name is April. I live in Grand Rapids, Michigan with my three children, my husband, and a sheepadoodle dog that you can sometimes see on my Instagram. Um, I write picture books currently, but I kind of jump around a little bit, so you never know. Next year, maybe it'll be something different.
I see.
And I guess that's about it.
Got it. Okay. So what made you start writing for children?
As a kid, I loved to read, like all writers, right? But I also love to write. But as I became a mom, I found that I really enjoy going into the kids' classrooms and reading with the kids. I would always volunteer every year in elementary when you can still do that. And I really enjoyed reading the kids. And I find I really enjoy encouraging kids to read. And I really like to write. So it seemed like a natural connection, kind of.
Yeah, that makes sense. So where do your ideas come from?
That's a really cool question because I always wonder where other people get their ideas from, right? Um, I was thinking about this the other day. My ideas seem to come from I see something, I make this observation, and then I start asking myself questions. Like one time I was driving the kids to school and a whole family of turkeys crossed the road in front of us, right? And it was like two parents and a whole bunch of really young turkeys. And one of the parents stood in the middle of the road and glared at me in my car, like, don't you dare hit my children. And I thought, that's how I would be as a mom, right? And I thought, I wonder what other ways turkeys and moms are the same. And so that's how My Brother is a Turkey is one of my manuscripts. That's how that one came to be because I
Oh,
started researching how are turkeys and people alike. And I was like, oh, this could be funny.
that's awesome. Okay, so what is your favorite part about being a writer?
My favorite part is the connecting. Like as a kid and into my teen years and as a young adult, I always had pen pals and I've always enjoyed writing and that back and forth connection. You can like talking in person, I feel flustered a lot of the time and awkward, but when I write, I don't. And I feel like I can really get my message across. And I really enjoy reading what other people write. So I think that's what led me to writing is I really like that way of expressing myself and being able to connect with others.
The same exact way.
Ooh, that's why we're friends.
Yes. So, what challenges have you faced along the way,
Hmm.
and how do you overcome them?
Right now, well, everyone suffers from imposter syndrome at times, and critique partners are the best for overcoming that.
Mhm.
I have some of the best cheerleaders as critique partners. But my biggest challenge right now is balancing being a mom and being a writer because I do all my writing at home and you fit it in between. You try to prioritize your children and your husband as the mom and the stay-at-home wife and all that good stuff. But so it's really hard for me to not feel guilty to break away to focus on what I want to do sometimes.
Sure, that
So
makes
that's the hardest
sense.
part.
Mhm. So, when you write your stories, do you lean towards a certain genre?
I don't know that I really lean towards a certain genre because I really like challenges. And when I get an idea in my head, I like to challenge myself to try to write it, even if it's outside what I normally write. But I
Mhm.
do find I have recurring themes that come up over and over and over again, particularly nature themes. I really like hiking and being outdoors and outdoorsy vacations with my family. And that shows up. And most of my stories have a starry night scene somewhere in them
Oh,
because I'm obsessed with starry nights.
that's awesome. So when you write, do you have to have like a certain atmosphere? Does like you have a certain drink that you like to drink, or does a certain mood? Do you have to play music? What's
Hmm.
your atmosphere like?
I can write anywhere. I just have two rules. One, I need no one looking over my shoulder. That really weirds me out. I can't type when I know someone's reading what I'm writing. And I need people to not ask me questions and try to talk to me.
Yeah.
But I can have whatever background noise going on. It doesn't bother me. I tune it all out and I'm just tuned into what's in my head. Or I can work in complete silence. It doesn't matter because I'm just hearing what's inside my head as I write.
Mhm. I'm the same exact way. I can have a movie on, or my daughter can be watching a movie, dogs can be barking, and I'm just writing away.
Yeah.
I think that's
People are often
exact.
like, didn't you hear them talking to you? And I'm like, no, someone was talking to me.
That's awesome. So, what do you find the most helpful to get your stories submission ready?
Critique partners,
Mhm.
for sure. I get real anxious before I start sending out those queries. And it really helps to have people I trust look over everything before I send it out.
That makes sense. So, do you have like a big dream as a writer? What is it that you think about?
I don't have a really big dream. I don't dream of becoming rich and famous from writing, but I would really like to see my books in somebody's hands, somebody outside of my children and my husband. I really want to see that. And I really want someone to feel like they've made a new connection with the world because of something I wrote.
Yes, I love that. So, are you reading anything these days that is inspiring, or just for fun?
Um, yes, I have. I put it on the bookshelf in case you asked.
Okay.
I've been reading Once Upon a Northern Night
Oh,
because I told you I have nature themes, right?
yes.
This one is beautiful. It's like a winter lullaby. I wish somebody could read it to me every night before I go to sleep. And I'm also currently, I just picked up from the library last week. It's called The Widely Unknown Myth of Apple and Dorothy by Corey Ann Haydu. And everything she writes is just genius.
Oh,
This is no exception. It's wonderful. It's got Greek mythology and two friends, and their moms are friends, and it's got all these cool little themes. I'm loving it.
that's awesome. And so tell us, do you have any exciting projects you're working on or anything you want to share, hint?
um, well, it's a new year for me, and I think this year, instead of focusing on new manuscripts, I'm going to focus on really polishing the ones I have that I haven't had a chance to really touch.
Mhm.
And I also just started my own critique business,
Yes.
kind of inspired by midweek critiques and a couple of my critiquing friends that said, you should do this. So I'm giving it a go. That's starting this week. And I think that's about it.
And congratulations on that. I've been the
Thanks.
recipient of one of your critiques and they are absolutely amazing. So you need to be doing this. So congrats on that.
Aw, thank you, Lori.
Uh, okay, now for a couple fun questions. Is there something that you can't live without and why?
Ah, if you had asked a couple months ago, I would have said diet soda, but I gave that up for the new year and I have not had a single one since.
Oh, good for you.
So I'll have to change my answer. And I think it will be legal pads. I don't like to
Okay.
write in spiral notebooks. I love legal pads,
Okay.
especially legal pads. I like how big they are and how chunky they are, and they are the best for writing. And tote bags. You can never have enough tote bags. And ice cream,
Yeah, ice cream. Yeah,
chocolate ice cream, preferably.
that's awesome. Okay, and so if you could be any animal, what would you be and why?
Fun question. I think I would be a kangaroo
Ooh,
because I kind of bounce around from project to project. And I feel like when I need to, I can kind of pack a punch. You know what I mean?
yes, that's awesome. Well, this has been so much fun, April. I am so excited to have met you in person. And yeah, I love working with you on Midweek Critique. And I'm excited for your new critique business. And good luck with that. I know you're going to do amazing. Can you tell everyone where they can find you on your socials or your
Oh,
website?
oh, for sure. Aprilberrybooks.com is my website. It also mentions the critique services there if you're interested. And you can find me on most social medias at April Berry Books. I spend most of my time on Twitter or X though, so that's the best place to find me.
Okay. Well, great. Thank you so much for doing this today, and
Yeah, thank you.
we'll see you soon.
All right.
Bye.